Hey guys, Dwayne Ellis here at Elite Fitness. Today I have my friend Kallie Travers with us. She's from Charlottesville. She made the drive to come shoot some videos with us today. And we're going to start off with a glute workout for what she does for her glutes. And she's an NPC competitor. And how long have you been competing?
Going on 4 years.
4 years, and when's your next contest?
To be determined.
Okay. Well, you can see she's in marvelous shape for all season. So you can imagine what she'll look like in contest shape. So we're going to get started on some glutes.
So guys, one of my favorite exercises when it comes to your glutes is going to be a hip thrust. If you are looking to build glutes, you must thrust. When you're doing a hip thrust, the most important thing is making sure you're feeling full activation in your glutes. So make sure you're pressing through your heels and contracting those glutes. Now, one of the most common mistakes I see with your hip thrust is that people are moving too fast through the movements. Make sure you're focusing on that contraction at the top. Okay, so you'll see here a full hip thrust, and then we're going to superset that hip thrust with a single leg hip thrust. Now, I will tell you guys, this is going to be a burn of your life. I hope you don't have any activities planned after this. It's going to be a great movement. You're going to make sure you're pausing at the top, feeling that full glute movement at the top, that full contraction, and then we're going to move over to our next movement. All right guys, next we're going to talk about sumo deadlifts. So sumo deadlifts have become one of my favorite glute movements as well. So the one thing about your sumo deadlift, it is a compound movement. So you are activating all your muscles on your body, your upper body, your back, but primary by opening up and turning from a conventional deadlift into your sumo, you're bringing most of the focus to your posterior chain. So those glutes, those hamstrings, and particularly those lower glutes, okay? And so my last couple of seasons, that was the one area that I needed to improve on was those lower glutes. So by opening up your traditional deadlift, focusing on that movement and transitioning into a sumo, you'll make sure that when you come up, you're squeezing through your glutes. You don't need to do a full lockout, guys. Make sure you're pushing through your glutes so that way you can fully activate those glutes in that posterior chain. All right, guys, the next movement we're gonna do is one of my new favorite combos. You're gonna do a sumo leg press supersetted with a narrow leg press. Now, for both of these movements, we're gonna keep our feet high and make sure we're focusing on pushing through our heels so that way you're not activating as much quads, but you're bringing most of that focus to your posterior. So you're building those hamstrings and those glutes. Okay guys, so the next thing we're gonna move into is gonna be doing RDLs. Now your RDL is gonna target that entire glute, but primarily it's gonna hit those lower glutes, going into those hamstrings. So when you're looking for a bikini athletic look, when you wanna develop those deep tie-ins, this is gonna be your perfect movement. Now make sure that you're slow through the motions, make sure you're getting that full stretch, so that way you're getting that great activation. All right, guys, so the next movement we're gonna be doing is gonna be sumo squats. Now, there are various different ways in which you can perform a sumo squat. Of course, you have your traditional barbell. My personal favorite is if you have a belt squat machine, that works best. The reason why I like the belt squat machine is because it gives me a lot more control to focus on those glutes. So if you notice, when I go down, there's a slight pause there, right? I'm making sure that I feel all that tension through those glutes, through those hamstrings. And I'm able to maintain my balance a lot better without bringing my upper body into the movement with more your traditional squats. Make sure you squeeze at the bottom, pause, back up. Now, when you go back up, you don't need to lock out on your sumo squats. Fact is, recommended you don't, especially if you want to keep your tension on those glutes. All right, guys, so today we're gonna finish our glute workout with pull-throughs. Now, when you're doing your pull-through, again, make sure we're focusing on pulling through our heels and you're not locking out at the top, okay? So you're gonna watch, I'm gonna keep my back nice and round so that way it's keeping the focus on those glutes. Our primary focus here is to make sure that we're pushing all those muscle, all that blood into your glutes, and make sure you squeeze, 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 squeeze as hard as you can. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed our glute workout today. This is a great workout regardless of what level you are, whether you're a competitor or if you just want to have a bubble butt and look fabulous in the gym and at the beach. Make sure you follow
Elite Fitness, and please
on YouTube, like, comment, and make sure you share with all your friends and family. Enjoy, guys.
and subscribe.